Welcome, everybody. Race number 2 here with the Outcast Motorsports Jid 6 Series, sponsored by none other than Auto America, Grand Island, Nebraska. I'm your host in the booth, the man, the myth, the legend, also known as the Glad Dad. Welcome in, everybody. Man, this is going to be a fun car track combo. It's going to be a hoot, I can promise you. Let's look at here at the track right now. See if we can get that. There we go. Look at that, 1.5 miles. Now this right here is from 2008, right before the repave, where they turned the one of the fastest 1.5 mile tracks into a super speedway. You know, NASCAR doing NASCAR things as of late. All I need to say, but multi-groove racing, you can run at the bottom, the middle, the top. It's fast all around. These drivers are going to have a hoot tonight. Anyway, folks, let's get on track here. Actually, before we do that, let's see if we can't get some guys in here. I'd like to introduce some new guys to the league. Let's see if we can do something here. There we are, and see if we can get this guy in here. Let's see if we can't find Dean Gear in the channels. There he is. Let's move him down. I want to talk to him. Oh, Dean Gear. Glad to have the booth. You got me.
Hey, I sure do. How you doing, bud?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. So, with you being one of the new drivers here in the Outcast League, how are you liking it so far? I know we're only to race number 2, but competition-wise, how are you liking everything?
Competition-wise, I believe it's tight. They're a little aggressive, but I like that. Pushing to the cars to the limit and watching the guys perform at their best, and I think that's what it's about.
Yeah, do you have any real world racing or karting background, or is it all just virtual for you?
It's all virtual from '95.
Oh, nice, nice. How would you personally? Uh, I know how to describe your driving style, but how would you describe your driving style? Would it be an aggressive, patient, somewhere in between?
Yeah, very conservative. I know these races can get long. I try to save my tires, be cautious with always what's around me, and just be patient. I think my biggest thing is I'm a patient driver, not too aggressive.
Right. And what is your kind of your forte here? What is your favorite type of tracks? Like short tracks, road courses, 1.5 miles, super speedways. What do you prefer personally?
I think these tracks, Vegas, and a short track, probably second best, Martinsville.
Okay, that's a broad uh, that's a broad outlook there between Vegas and Martinsville.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how you do here in the short tracks coming up. But man, you're sitting second on the board tonight, so I think you're going to have something for these guys.
yeah. I like this car. This is the older car, and I run a lot of laps on this car and have a lot of experience in it. But the tires are going to be a thing here at this track. This track is a cheese grater, so it'll be a competition of who can save their tires and who does the best fuel run, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. You hit the nail on the head there. All right, Dean. Well, thank you very much for coming in here and talking with me, and letting everybody at home get to know you.
Well, hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, good luck in the race, and hopefully we'll see you here in the podiums when this thing shakes out.
Bet I'm looking forward to it.
All right, folks. That was Dean Gear. So let's see if we can't get another driver. Let me see if I can find him there. Yeah, race 7. Going into the broadcast booth. Jeremy Ingold. Glad to have in the booth. You got me.
Yeah, man, I got you.
How we doing tonight? How you feeling about the car?
Oh man, I'm loving these cars. They've become, I think, my new favorite car in iRacing.
Really?
Yeah, I love them.
Oh yeah, they're we recently went from the Gen 4 here on Thursday nights to the Gen 6. I think it was a really good call by everybody who tested these things, and they said, "Oh yeah, this is a racer's car here." So I'm glad you're liking it. You were
Oh yes, sir.
fast. You were fast in race 1, and you're sitting ninth fastest here on the board tonight. So I think you got something for these guys. But anyway, brought you into the booth for a driver spotlight tonight to kind of get the fans and some of the other racers that may be watching or go back and watch the show. Just I wanted to, to introduce you. Since we saw you last week, just kind of get to know you here.
Yes, sir.
What's your mindset coming into this league and racing this car? I know it's a new car to you, but what's your mindset going in towards towards the season?
Oh, learning. I got to watch some of the races from this league last season. My buddy Dalton Hall was in it, and I personally didn't feel like I was ready last season, and I'm glad I waited till this season. But my goal is to just learn and get better and have a great time.
Oh yeah. And Dalton Hall is he was a new driver last season, super fast. I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah.
you can learn a lot from Dalton Hall, but I don't think you're lacking a whole lot there, buddy. Because like I said, you're sitting ninth on the board, and you were smoking fast last week. But anyway, are you more of a short track guy, or do you like these more intermediate tracks, or you like super speedways?
I think I do actually prefer the short track. I grew up watching NASCAR back in the old days of the Gen 4 and the 87s, and I loved watching the short track races then. And I ran the late models in the iRacing officials this past season, and obviously I like all the forms of racing. But yeah, I'd say I do enjoy the short tracks the most, probably. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, we love some short tracks around here. And another question that I'm curious about is what got you into sim racing initially, and how long have you been on iRacing?
I think I actually got iRacing last August, and there again, me and Dalton, we know each other in real life, and he picked up a Moses simulator last year, and we started out playing a Assetto Corsa, and then I got a simulator, and then the next thing you know, we both got iRacing, and it's just kind of went from there.
Man, how about that? So yeah, new to the game for sure, but wicked fast. I mean, from the looks of it, you pick up on things quite quickly. So man, good luck tonight. Thank you for
Man, thank you so much.
hopping into the booth with me and giving these people a little bit of knowledge.
All right, well, I thank you for your time, sir.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, man, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that was two drivers there. Dalton Ingold, Jeremy Ingold, sorry, Dalton and Jeremy. Jeremy Ingold and Dean Gear. Really watching those guys. They were super fast in week 1. So, yeah. Anyway. All right, we've got a few minutes here before qualifying starts. Let's get down to the points here. Eric Johnson leading the way, 6 points ahead of this guy called Jacob Answorth in second. Brandon Brock's in third, 7 points back. Kyle Franklin tied with Adam Keene there in fourth. Actually, with Michael Prachek as well in fourth, so it's a three-way tie for fourth place. Then you got Drew Kuhn, Josh Newman, Dalton Hall, Charles Bagley. Not sure, is Bagley here tonight? I need to check on that. I don't know if he made it due to work, but that's going to hurt him in the points here. But anyway, Ryan Fuchs tied with Kel Peterson for 11th. Anthony Bennett 13th with Drew Calvert. Ronnie Welchel should be higher in the points, but he's going to roll off 15th starting tonight's race. Charles Wilson 16th. Giverson and Richie tied for 17th with Rob Hartley and Jeremy Ingold, who we just talked to, sitting in the 20th position. So let's see, we need to get in somebody here. And folks, you know, I know everybody's got a Amazon Prime account. Everybody's got an Amazon Prime account. Let's get those subs going tonight. Let's get the subs going. We've got quite a few subs, but it's a free. Every month you get a free sub to Twitch via Amazon Prime. So if anybody's got an Amazon Prime, get in there and, you know, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. And make sure to comment, because I'm in here in the booth all by myself. I need somebody to talk to, so I want to see that little stream chat scrolling there like crazy. You know, we always got people like Crew Chief Franklin who highly support the league and the community itself. Really appreciate Crew Chief Franklin. Hubert Johnson always doing everything he needs to do on the track, off the track, as an admin, in the chat. I mean, I've literally, we're watching him in car, and then the next thing I see in the stream chat is Hubert Johnson typing away. I personally don't know how he does that, but he makes it happen. So appreciate him and some of the others. A lot of people that show up every week to support these guys, and they deserve nothing but the best. So, of course, you guys already know that. Anyway, let's go through the field. We've got 5 minutes left or less till qualifying kicks off. So you can see it there on your screen. Let's turn to the best times here. Lane Ritchie on pit road, but he's currently got the fastest time, and boy, oh boy, 29.786 to Dean Gears 29.90. That's quite a gap. And you can see Kyle Franklin there, third fastest on pit road. He's saying he's done. He has turned 23 laps, though. Ronnie Welchel, fourth fastest. Ronnie's back out here just doing Ronnie Welchel things. I mean, this guy's fourth fastest in here. He was smoking fast last week. He's got something to prove this season, folks. I know it's season 4. Ronnie's learned a lot, and he's coming for a win this season. Take a look here. There we go. There's Blair Jolie. He was from Hillsdale, Ontario. New driver here to the Outcast. David Vodka returning. Not a new guy. Currently 6th fastest. This cat, Tuesday night winner, Terry Litweiler, running that beautiful Auto America paint scheme. Adam Keene sitting 8th fastest in that Franklin's Appliance. Jeremy Ingold still 9th fastest. Eric Johnson getting back out on track. And that's your top 10 there. Let's see. I think I've got it up here. Here we go. Let's pull up these driver cams tonight. You can see we've got 5 drivers who graciously agreed to share their beautiful faces. Ronnie Welchel up there in that top left. Oh, now we got 6. Ronnie Welchel in that top left. Adam Keene top middle. James Greeny top right. There we go. Salute to you, sir. Good luck tonight. Steve Giberson bottom left with Rob Hamilton bottom middle. And Eric Johnson bottom right. Hey, Rob, how we doing? Good luck, Rob. You had a really good run there. I believe it was Friday night Yeah, I think it was Friday night in the rookie class racing league that also broadcast. So did a phenomenal job there. Yeah, you did. You're getting there week after week, man. You're getting faster and faster. All right. Appreciate you guys showing your faces. We got 2 minutes left here. And let's see if we can't get in another driver. I want to get in the points leader here. Just kind of pick his brain. Let's see if we can find him, though. He's always hiding. There he is. Race room 13. Eric Johnson, the glad dad in the booth. You got me.
What's up, buddy? How we doing tonight?
Doing good. I wanted to get the points leader in here. You know, you won last week. Uh, and I just want to see what's going through your mind and what the track is like tonight.
Cheese grater. She is going to eat some tire. Gonna need to be patient on the right front. Take it easy on entry.
Yeah.
Try to work her through center without straining her too much, and save what you can until you need it. I think that's going to be kind of a big deal. It's one of those tracks, just because you can don't mean you should, because you can go pretty much flat out for the first 5, really. But boy, after that, you're going to kind of regret it.
Mm-hmm. So so the car's tight tonight? Well, in practice during the off season, it seemed like it was a little loose. Is the track conditions a little different now than what they were when we kind of tested here? At this track specifically, I knew dirty air was a thing. The side draft coming from cars, going side by side was treacherous. Is that still a thing here?
I think a couple things are different. Right now, the track's still kind of cool. It's only 75 degrees, so she's still pretty gripped up. But it's already went up about 10 degrees since we started, so it's
Oh,
trending
wow.
to get warm. So hopefully she'll get warm and loosen it up a bit. But yeah, dirty air on front and back. This car especially, if someone packs it on you on center exit, you're gonna be loose and have to chase it. And then same thing with entry. You're not really want to follow the wake of somebody. You can get it struggle to rotate on center if you're just right in someone's tire track. So you're gonna see people searching for a little clean air on entry, maybe go a little lower, half lane higher, just try to get some air on their nose.
Oh, wow. So tonight, well, I guess we're gonna try to qualify up front, right, Johnson?
Yeah, we're gonna try to qualify up front. Yeah, we didn't have
Well,
the best qualifying effort on Tuesday night. You know, I think we started like 20 something,
that's
but
right. Well, you're gonna
we
get a
worked our
good.
way up front. We had a good run Tuesday night, and just got mixed up with some stuff. But it should be a fun race here. Yeah, we're gonna try to
Yeah,
qualify up front, and we're gonna eat the EOL. We're gonna start from the back. It's gonna
that's
be a
right.
long line in front of us, but it's a long night, man.
Oh yeah, starting the EOLs, but you know what? The pit box here matters. So I mean, you
Yeah,
get that top 5 to 6 pit boxes. I think it is going to matter here, especially when we're going green flag pitting. So you definitely got to go
yeah,
out there
and
and give it your all.
pit road entry is a little bit sketchy. You get these tires heated up. We haven't used the brakes really the whole run, and then you got to come in there and I mean, you pretty much have cold brakes and hot tires, and it's just hard to get her woed up. So that'd be something to watch when we do get to green flag pitting and see how squirrely these boys get.
All right, man. Well, we see you on track here. Get that good qualifying lap in, and hopefully we'll talk to you here at the end of this thing.
Hey, we'll do what we can. We appreciate you, and thanks to everybody in the chat coming out, supporting us. Spam the chat. Talk to Adam. Give him somebody to talk to. Love you guys.
See you, buddy. All right. That was Mr. Eric Johnson. You can see him right there. Change this since he's already on track from Springfield, Missouri. The one and the only. Eric Johnson. We got some just now taking the green flag here for Johnson. Adam Keene out there. Turn this volume up a little bit here. There we go, so we can hear some car action. Adam Keene trying to complete his first lap. Nobody's got time on the board just yet. Matt Marklin out there from Chester, Virginia. And Anthony Bennett posting a time here, 30.8 30.278. Slow times for now. Slow times. They're going to be in, there we go, 30.1. I think we're going to see some 29s. Brandon Brock out on track. Well, he's rolling out right now. Jordan Massey, second in the point standing right now. Jacob Answorth from Bethany, Missouri. In that beautiful Castrol throwback. That paint scheme reminds me so much of Gran Turismo back in the day. That white with the green and the red. Oh, Crew Chief Franklin. Girl, you have no idea. Jacob Answorth. Looks like he's resetting. Nope. Third. He's already gone 2 laps here. Kyle Barrington completing his second lap. Oh, nice lap for Kyle Barrington. Currently 5th fastest. And D-Mac out here at Dalton Hall. Sitting 8th fastest. Already completed his laps here. And get in gear, Dean Gear. 13th fastest right now. Coming to complete his second lap as he goes down into turn number 3. See if that time's going to be a little bit better there for Dean. And yes, it will. Up to 7th currently. Oh, and check this guy out. To the top of the board right now, Brandon Brock. Hill Peterson out here on his second lap. Oh, Rob Hamilton Gaming just resubscribed with Twitch Prime. I hear you. Thank you, pal. Kel Peterson. Where did that put old Kel? 22nd. Oof. Had a rough qualifying there for Kel Peterson. Drew Calvert, 20th fastest. Rob Hamilton just taking the green flag and completing his first lap onto second lap. Zanesville, Ohio driver. "26 people in the chat watching these guys go round and round. Ain't even race time yet. Already the grandstands are full. And looks like Rob Hamilton last to qualify here. Second lap. Faster than the first, but still 29th fastest. Yeah, looks like that's gonna be it. Yep, that's gonna be it there. So. Oh, Ronnie022 in the chat. Better watch out for that 71. He was on a rail on Tuesday. You know, I like what you're saying, and I agree with you. But Terry Litweiler currently 3rd fastest on the board. That's a really consistent time, or close times there for the top. Shoot, I don't know. The top 10's all close. Within a 10th for sure. Gaming Cowboy, good luck, boys. He just stayed fast. Yeah, he did, Ronnie. Yeah, he did. Four minutes left here. Let's see if we can get, who do we have in here? I want to talk to one more person real fast. Not seeing them though. The guy I wanted to talk to. Not in here. Oh, let's see here. We'll get this guy right here. From Race Room 5. Terry Litweiler, glad to have the booth. You got me.
I do. How we doing, Glad Dad?
Whew. Doing pretty good. I mean, you're rolling out third, and look, somebody's got some momentum.
I don't know about momentum, but we're gonna give her a good try here.
Yeah, I mean, close. You almost had the pole. Super tight on these times. The whole top 10 is within a tenth from one another, so that says a lot about this field tonight. But how did the car feel to you personally while you were out there practicing?
Yeah, it's gonna be it don't matter. These hot laps, it's not gonna hold up. You're gonna tear the car to shreds if you go out here and try to hot lap it. So we're gonna need tire management and keep an eye on our fuel. And I think we'll make her to the end.
Absolutely, man. All right, well, I just wanted to get you into here to kind of pick your brain on, what to expect tonight, and let's hope, fingers crossed, toes crossed, eyes crossed, that we're going to get you here in the podium again.
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty competitive tonight. The car's the good car, good track. So I look for some really good racing.
Absolutely. All right, buddy, we'll get you out of here, and good luck. We're about to grid up.
Thanks, sir.
All right, get him moved back to where he belongs. Victory lane. Oh, fast T-lip tonight. Whew. Can he win 2 in a row? Have we had anybody in the chat tell me if you can remember anyone winning 2 in a row in 1 week? I cannot remember for the life of me. I mean, we're on season 4. That's 26 races per season for 13 weeks. So I just can't remember if anybody's won back to back. As we got less than 1 minute to go here. Brock the Troll in the chat. T-Lick can definitely pull off the sweep. 1.5 miles and bigger are Terry's tracks for sure. I agree with that. I don't know. We've seen Terry have some good runs there. Tracks like Martinsville, Bristol. Oh, and Pubert Johnson in the chat with 69 bits. Apparently Pubert's favorite number 69. He always sends 69. Got it on speed send. Appreciate that, brother. And Jacob Answorth with the 69 as well. That must be a little shortcut. Oh, Gaming Cowboy. Hey, now what are we doing? 5 tier 1 subs. He gifted 5 subs. That is unbelievable. Appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate that. All right, looks like we are gridding up, as you folks can see. And so let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. Oh, I love that 42 car. And that would be John Kelly. Let's get down to the starting lineup for tonight. Starting on the pole, Brandon Brock with my good friend John Kelly in second. Row number 2, Terry Litweiler, Tuesday night's winner, in third, with Adam Keene on the outside in fourth. Row number 3, Kyle Franklin with Jacob Answorth. Row 4, Dean Gear with Eric Johnson. Row number 5, Kyle Barrington, Brian Ziemer. Row 6, Blair Jolie and Dalton Hall. Row 7, Ronnie Welchel, Anthony Bennett. David Vonica with Lane Ritchie in row number 8. Row 9, Jordan Massey, Josh Newman. In row 10, we've got Jeremy Ingold with Drew Calvert. Row 11, Rob Hartley, Charles Wilson. Row 12, Kel Peterson, Tim Freet. In row 13, James Greeny with Brian Welchel. Matt Markland, Mike Prachek in row number 14. Row 15, Steve Giberson, Rob Hamilton. And row 16, Jeff Trapasso. Cars getting ready to roll off here. Well, they're rolling now, coming to the green flag. Last little pace lap here. I think it's going to be a good race tonight. Head down the back stretch for these boys. Oh man, I love this car track combo. Absolutely legendary. And here we go, coming out of turn 4 to take that green flag. Oh, we're going to go around one more time here. Let everybody get these EOLs situated. Pay no attention to the green flag. Get ready to do this thing, folks. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Let's get her going. John Kelly on the mid lane here, fighting Terry Litweiler. Will he clear him? Yes, he does. John Kelly to the lead right now. If he can lead this lap, he's going to grab a point. Terry Litweiler now falling back to second place. How about that? New guy to the Outcast, and he's going to lead the first lap for tonight. Don't look now, though. That 11 of Kyle Franklin. Hot on the trail. To the outside of the 42. Around the outside, Kyle Franklin now to the lead. He's going to lead this lap. Dean Gear now trying to push the issue on the outside of the 42 as well. Dean Gear going to make the pass happen here to second. Now hot on the trail to the 11. Get on board here with Dean Gear. can see he's looking to the outside. But we're going to see now. Now these cars are up to speed. They've had a couple of laps. Having to throttle the car a little bit. Not loose at all, not tight. Just looks comfortable. And Dean Gear now out to a 3/10 lead. Let's go through the field just a little bit here. Adam Keene in fourth. It's like everybody's single filed out. Drew Calvert now up 10 positions. 10 positions. This is dropping a green flag just a few laps ago. You can see the 43 machine. Underneath the 4. And he's going to make it happen. Josh Newman now falls back to 10th. Drew Calvert up inside the top 10. Rob Hartley back here. Now finally able to clear these guys. He's got some ground to make up. Currently 15th. He's up 6 spots. As John Kelly now has dropped down to 6th place. I've raced alongside John for at least a couple of years now, and there's one thing you got to know about John Kelly. He's very conservative early. He always saves this stuff for the end, so he's definitely going to have some long race pace here. As you can see him underneath the 35. Well, the 35 above him trying to take the position. That's Kyle Barrington. And he's going to take it. John Kelly now falls back to the 7th position. David Vodka in 17th. David's dropped 2 spots, started in the 15th position. Born to Bow Hunt with the follow. Thank you, sir. David Vodka and the 20 of Kel Peterson battling hard here side by side. And don't look now, though, that 12 just behind. That's Michael Prachek. He's going to sneak up here if you aren't careful. He's already up 9 spots from the drop of the green flag. On board here with Mike. As he's stuck to the bottom. Oh yeah, definitely stuck to the bottom. Being nice and smooth on throttle and off of throttle. Able to clear some of those guys too. Now up to 17. Look up here at your leaders. Dean Gear still leading for now, but there we go. But here's the thing, he's fallen back. He's back at now a 10th, just 2 tenths ahead of Franklin, and the lead is slowly diminishing. So Kyle Franklin having some long run here. Oh, Kyle Barrington in the wall just a little bit. Just to scrape, though. Just to scrape, enough to lose a little bit momentum and allow the 17 of Adam Keene to get to the outside of him. But Kyle back on the pace once again, and he's going to keep that 3rd spot. Very nice. Anthony Bennett up 9 spots here to 5th. Very impressive run by Anthony Bennett. Apparently this is his track right here. good. Adam Keene, Kyle Barrington still battling here for third place. Adam Keene on the bottom. Kyle Barrington running the middle. Haven't seen anybody way up top yet. On exit, yes, but going down through entry and center, they've kind of stayed away from it for now. And let's take a look at fifth place here, Terry Litweiler. Down 2 spots. Kyle Franklin, though, battle for the lead here. Oh, we got a caution. Kyle Franklin, Dean Gear got into each other. That's not what the caution was for. Jeff Trapasso. Oh man, that was close, folks. Whoo! Crew Chief Franklin, did you see that? Jeff Trapasso. That was close. Let's take a look and see what happened to Jeff. Instant replay sponsored by Auto America. Oh, he got in the wall, got loose, and then collected the 60. Let's take a look at it one more time. Got in the wall there, comes up and collects that 60 there. It just, oof. Nowhere to go for Steve Giberson, though. Nowhere to go. Okay, so and then let's see this. So the 92 passing the 11 back. We'll get to pit stops in just a second. I'm kind of trying to see exactly what happened here between the two leaders. The 92 just didn't get all the way up to the wall, and the 11 wasn't expecting that. Just a plain racing deal between those two. No harm, no foul. As we've got, looks like Kyle Barrington, he's going to stay out here. So will James Greeny. Everybody else, like Dean Gear and all those, they're coming out of pit road, the blend right now. Oh, Ronnie 22 with the tisk. I like it. And Cruciate Franklin, like I said, it's just a, I don't know if that would have escalated to anything. Both drivers backed out of it and gave plenty of room once the contact was made. But, yeah, I don't think anything would have happened because of it. I think they'd have just lost momentum. Hubert Johnson, 69 bits once again. Thank you, sir. So Dean Gear going to be restarting in the third position. He's got two guys right in front of him. And let's take a look here at the race info. Race distance tonight, 114 laps. 2 sets of tires. Nobody took tires that time. So they still have 2 sets over the wall. 3 green-white checkers. The fuel window tonight, 34 to 38 laps. 62% fuel capacity. And the reason why I'm showing this, you see that right there? It says beware of restarts. Old tires in these cars. Whew. I can personally contest that it is very, very risky. Especially with nearly 20 laps on their tires. But you know what, folks? We're going to get down to it. Kyle Barrington, James Greeny leading them to the green flag here. After the first caution of the night. Here we go. Pace car off. Green flag in the air. Great restart here from the top two. Fantastic restart between Barrington and Greeny. Super proud of those guys. Kyle Barrington, though, slides up in front of Greeny. Greeny with the big, strong push down the backstretch. Easy there, easy. That's risky there. You got Dean Gear, Kyle Franklin running side by side. Now Kyle, a little tight, has to back out of it. Get back here with Kyle as he's 3 wide with Adam Keene and Anthony Bennett. You can see Kyle Franklin there on the outside. Kyle now able to get back in front of him here. Get back behind Dean Gear. Kyle Barrington still leading this thing on the outside. James Greeny on the bottom. He's got a door there. He's got a nose to the left rear quarter panel. Now Kyle Barrington out front. Here comes Dean Gear. Around the outside. Greeny now to third, to fourth, to fifth. Dropping back. Just lost all that momentum. You see James Greeny now being put 3 wide. He is the meat in the sandwich between the 42 and the 55. That's Kelly and Zemer. Back up front, Kyle Barrington's got his mirror slap full of this 92 and the 11. Dean Gear being a little bit more patient with Kyle Barrington, which now with him being patient, that allows the 11 to get back down to the bottom. You know, Crew Chief Franklin, that's a great question. That's something you should ask your husband, or future husband, I'm sorry. We got like 20-something, 23 more days or something like that until you guys tie the knot, apparently, right? Or did I misread that? Side by side, you let me know. The 11 still having a really good battle here with the 92. But the 42, John Kelly, Brian Zemer, Anthony Bennett. 23 more days. See, I was right. I pay attention to what my friends got going on. You guys are a big part of my everyday tasks. So. John Kelly trying to make a spot here as the 11's losing ground. They're going around on the outside. The 11, Franklin just needs to sit back, let this happen here. Just let it happen. He needs to save some tires. Oh, Tina, I hadn't seen that name in the chat in forever. Welcome in, welcome in. Man, I'm super impressed with Kyle Barrington here. Let's show him. Leading these guys and now pulling away 0.3 of a second lead over Dean Gear. John Kelly now trying to take over third above Anthony Bennett. He's going to make the pass happen on Anthony Bennett. Now he's looking to the outside of Dean Gear. And he's going to easily make that pass happen on Gear. And he's going to go up here and battle this 35. Brian Zemer with an impressive run after this restart. Trying to close up on third. Yeah, he's definitely going to make it happen. On board here with John Kelly. Oh, he's in the wake of the 35 now. And Tina, I hate to hear that you were under the weather. Oh, we got a caution, folks. We got a caution. James Greeny with the meatball flag. You can see it right there. on your screen. Let's look. Oof. Yeah, Greeny all tore up. Take a look here and see what happened to James Greeny. On the high side, touches the wall a little bit, gets loose, comes across the 92. Oof. Right there in front of the field. Holds the brakes. Fantastic job holding the brakes there. And that is some substantial amount of damage there for Greeny, from James Greeny. He's going to need the tow mater to come and get him. Tough break, man. He was fast here after that restart. Hey, folks, we should have some hitters here. I can guarantee you Kyle Barrington's coming down. Yes, he is. Some of the others stay out. Oh, and I see, who's that there? Dean Gear coming down again. Oh, we're officially waiting on Jacob to pop the question. I hear you. Eric Johnson staying out on track. Last pitted on lap 16, so the previous caution. Yeah, Tina, you can ask him. You know, we're at that new day and age now where a woman can ask a man. Points leader right there. Johnson is currently in the 6th position. This cat right here, though, John Kelly, leading the way. Those spoilers. This guy, literally driving a race car right now, types into the chat, no spoilers. I can't with you guys. I can't with you guys. Yeah, go race. Here, let's get on board here with Jacob Ainsworth and see if he's actually texting and driving. Doesn't look like it. So the field's going to reset here. Get all jumbled up. But John Kelly, Brian Ziemer are going to be leading them to the green flag after this second caution. Yeah, grow up. Buford Johnson, it's a trap. It's a trap. You know what? Don't listen. Don't listen to Pubert. I've been married almost 20 years now to the Glatt Mom, and it's been the best 20 years of my life. Plus the time we were dating. All right, here we go. Enough of that. Back to the green flag. John Kelly with a fantastic jump here on the restart. Leaving the field behind here. It's the biggest gap we've had so far. Brian Ziemer under attack from Josh Newman. Happy to see Josh Newman up here running in the front. But he's got that 20. Kel Peterson here, one of the freshest new admins here in the Outcast League. Happy to have him as a ambassador here for this league. But he's on the outside of the 18. Eric Johnson coming up through the field. Here's Eric on the bottom, giving the nice push here to the 4 of Newman. Yeah, definitely. Antina's a great race supporter. race supporter. There we go. Eric Johnson still on the bottom. The 20 to 18. Still battling tight. Meanwhile, Brian Zemer taking the lead. 42 drops back. He's got the 11 on the outside. Top 4 single filed out. Kel Peterson now single filed. He's got the 7 on Lane Ritchie. Look at this. Lane Ritchie up there battling now in the 5th position. Going to clear the 4 of Newman. And now he's working on John Kelly. That's going to put Ritchie up to 4th. Terry Litweiler battling here with the 92 of Dean Gear. Dean kind of dropped back a little bit after that pit stop. But if this thing goes green, boy, he's going to have plenty of fuel. Terry, Tuesday night's winner, doing a fantastic job. Still battling with Dean Gear, though. Dean on the bottom, Terry on the top. Everybody's spread out. And back up front, Zemer still leading the way right now by only a 10th. A car length separates Franklin from Zemer now. Franklin has smelt the lead. Hasn't really taken full command of it, but he has led a lap. Kyle Franklin now back up to 2nd place. Kind of fell back a little bit early on, but he's back up here. Only 37 laps we've run, though. Eric Johnson trying to make a pass happen on Kel Peterson. Pass for the lead. Kyle Franklin down to the bottom underneath Zemer. He's going to make this happen all day long. Pulls up, puts the dirty air on the 55. Now that's going to open the door up for the 7. Kyle Franklin now in command here at Atlanta. Absolutely, we can get the fastest lap checked. Fastest lap, let's see. Fastest lap, Dean Gear, 30.29, fastest on track. Fastest lap of the race. Blair Jolie, a little further back, 2/10. So Dean Gear was 2/10 faster than the rest of these guys. And while we're on the subject, fastest 5 for 5, Drew Calvert now, fastest 5-lap average on track with Kyle Barrington, Brian Welchel, Lane Ritchie, Terry Litweiler. Drew Calvert, though, substantially faster. Yes, speedy boys for sure. Franklin to the top spot, Lane Ritchie to 2nd, Kel Peterson now to 3rd. Adam King having some mirror full of that 71 machine of Tuesday night's winner, Terry Litweiler. Oh, Adam Keene up to the back bumper of the 18. Side by side, 18 and the 7. This is a battle for 3rd. 18 all the way to the bottom, committed to the bottom. Not going to have the exit momentum that Lane Ritchie had, so he's going to fall back. Check on some of these guys back here. Rob Hartley in 9th, battling with the 92. The 92 trying to take 7th place here, 8th place. Yeah, he's trying to take 8th place. As we got a 3-wide battle here between the 7192 and the 42. Dean Gear he was running 8th, and now all of a sudden he's up in 5th. That's unbelievable. Just found speed all of a sudden. And now up here battling for the lead. Back up front though, Kyle Franklin, 3.5 tenths. And he's going to pull further now. The 20 and the 7 are battling side by side here. And that's going to bring the rest of the field up to him. It'll be any moment now. The 92 or the 18 is going to put these boys 3 wide, try to make that happen. We can do it. And here we go. Oh, the 20 of Cal Peterson. Sliding it sideways off the nose of somebody. Goes down to 14th position. And all of a sudden, Dean Gear battling for the lead with the 11. Dean Gear back up to the top spot here. Lap 45 coming to 46 at a 114. Not sure where Gear found this where he found this speed, but this is the furthest lead we've seen under green flag runs. Drew Calvert working his way up now as he's underneath the 17 and the 71. I wouldn't say we're getting spread out. The leaders are, yes. The leaders are getting spread out. As Dean Gear now 1.2 seconds over Kyle Franklin, but these other guys here, they're battling they're racing their guts out here, folks. And now we see Rob Hartley, John Kelly, these guys running up against the wall. Yes, they are going to be shaking. They're not going to be. They're shaking things up right now. Drew Calvert now moving up into 4th place. There's Drew Calvert in that 43 machine. Moving up into 4th as this guy back here, Kyle Barrington, battling with 18 of Eric Johnson. 42 trying to make some moves happen as he goes underneath the 18 of Eric Johnson as well. 35 moves up, puts some dirty air on the 18. That loses some momentum for the 18. Now the 42 steps in there with the battle. Lane Ritchie backing up now. Loving what I'm seeing here from Kyle Barrington. Drew Calvert, Kyle Franklin here battling. Will Kyle Barrington try to put it 3 wide here? he's a little faster, it seems. Kyle Barrington now falls back single file. Now, a lot of these drivers are going back single file. Meanwhile, if you take a look up front, all by itself, 2.5 second lead over the rest of the field. Drew Calvert now making the pass up to the 3rd position and back underneath the 11 of Kyle Franklin. Not sure he's going to make this pass happen, though. I think Kyle Franklin's got the momentum on the high side. He does. Still going to put them side by side. I think the bottom's kind of worn out now on these older tires. But there's something you got to see here. The reason why Dean Gear's 2.6 seconds ahead, look at that, 4 tires on his stop. Kyle Barrington also 4 tires. Kyle Franklin fuel only. So there's the reason why Dean Gear is way up front like he is. Kyle Barrington underneath the 11. Easy there, boy. Easy. Both of them running mid lane. They were door to door coming out of turn 4. And Kyle Franklin lets Barrington have it. Barrington up into the 2nd position. Now 2 precious tires up front for now. Drew Calvert. Oh, meatball flag there. A repair flag for David Vodka. Something happened to Vodka. Man, Drew Calvert all the way to the top. And as you can see, Kyle Franklin now with Eric Johnson coming down pit road. Rob Hartley there really closed in that gap on the 11. Very impressive. Dean Gear way out front. Mike Prachek, Charles Wilson, David Vodka, Keene, Jolie, all entering pit road. Dean Gear, remember Dean Gear, Kyle Barrington, Drew Calvert, those cats, the top 3, they pitted on lap 28, so they can go way further than these other guys. Kerry Litweiler last pitted on lap 16. So his time is coming here to have to pit. While they're running in the 5th position. All the way at the bottom, and you can see going down the transition, he's bidding. So are some others. Bringing a lot of folks down right now. Josh Newman behind Litweiler. That's going to put John Kelly up to 4th. John last pitted on lap 16 as well, so he should be coming down pit road this time. He's the leader of the last lap 16 guys. He's staying out still. Lane Ritchie now down pit road with Brian Zimmer in tow. Brandon Brock running way back there in the back for some reason. I guess just trying to stay out of trouble. Hadn't really seen him tonight. Qualified, well, good. You can see there, I'd say that's pretty good. Started on the pole, but he had an EOL, so. Dean Gear still leading the way. Calvert, though, on the move. Calvert's faster than Gear is, I believe. Kyle Barrington, all up on the 43. As a lot of people's already reset here. Brandon Brock now down pit road. John Kelly down. Oh, Brandon Brock with a black flag again. Too fast entering pit road. So he's going to have to serve that. I believe it's going to be about a 42, 43 second hold for Brandon Brock. We looks like the top 8 here still out. All last pitted on lap 28. Eric Johnson, the leader of the guys that just recently pitted here. Anthony Bennett being served. The black flag, too fast entering pit road. But Eric Johnson leading the way as far as the guys who just recently pitted on lap 55. Got the 11 all over him though. And the 17. Those guys have pitted. They're good to go. Yeah, Crew Chief Franklin, you need to mail Brock some of those signs, some stickers to put on his rig. And you know what it says? Just DSD. DSD, you know what DSD stands for. Eric Johnson, Adam Keene. Here's Adam right there. Cotton Franklin now losing a spot to Adam Keene. But meanwhile, back up front, Dean Gare's lead slowly diminishing because Drew Calvert here a little bit faster. Give it a couple more laps and we'll run through fastest 5-lap averages. These guys right here should be pitting here pretty soon within the next 5 laps or so. You know, Jacob Answorth currently running in 4th position. He is amongst some of the drivers that last pitted on lap 28. So during that second caution, he came down, got fuel only. So he's still on the original tires from where he started, which is good news because we're over halfway in this race and he's still got 2 sets over the wall. Dalton Hall currently running in the 6th position amongst some of the other drivers that pitted on lap 28. Tim Freet, as you can see, he's coming down, and looks like a super speedway coming behind him here as Eric Johnson leading these guys. 7 cars, nose to tail here, side by side. They're all over the place. Jerry Litweiler now looking underneath Eric Johnson, as Lane Ritchie's giving him a bump. That's the leader right there just in front of him. They are a lap down right now, just in front of the 71 and the 18. That's the leader, Kyle Barrington, right there. He's going to get out of the way. He's going to get out of the way, let these guys get their laps back. Fantastic sportsmanship by the 35. Man, that's unbelievable. That's actually the leader right there. He pulled out of the way. He's coming down pit road, though, but still, he pulled out of the way and let these other drivers go that were substantially faster than he was. And now they're getting their laps back. Jacob Answorth also coming down pit road. So we still got Matt Markland, Dalton Hall left. And then once it cycles through, the 18 will be the leader. Unless the 42 here, if John Kelly makes the pass, then he will be the leader once it cycles through. John Kelly now up to, well, the lead once Markland and Hall have had their pit stops. There's John Kelly there. Dalton Hall. So Matt Marklin now down pit road. Dalton Hall's going to go at least 1 or 2 more times here. John Kelly pulling away. Terry Litweiler trying to make something happen on this 18 guy. Oh, Crew Chief Franklin, I'm glad you got my abbreviation there. Lane Ritchie right behind the 71. Dalton Hall still out front. Still have yet to pit. But he should be pitting here pretty soon. Not coming in yet. Still going to go around. John Kelly, though, now 1 second ahead of Litweiler. Terry able to finally pass that 18. Josh Newman, the back of his pack. Pretty much single filed out. Dalton Hall in the pits now. Oh, sliding in there. Too fast entering Dalton Hall. Speeding penalty, that's going to be a hold of about 40 seconds or so. Or longer, because, I mean, he was really flying in there. Now pass for the lead. John Kelly out front. Leading the way a half a second over this Litweiler guy. Tuesday night's winner, now Lane Ritchie underneath the 18 of Eric Johnson. That it will be the battle for 3rd place. If you're going to pass on the bottom, now would be the time. But the 18 pinching the 7 down, not letting him get a good run off and opening that exit up. That's going to allow him to lose momentum. Now the 11, the 17, the 4. There's a freight train coming. That one move from the 18 destroyed the momentum of the 7. You know, I'm sure you're right. You're right. There's always a reminder at the beginning of the race. Lane Ritchie, look at that. Just from that one move from Eric Johnson a lap ago, now has fallen from 4th to 7th. Now Johnson back single file with Franklin, Keene, Newman in tow as they try to do everything they can to catch Litweiler, who has now put a gap of 1 second over them. He's trying to run down Kelly. On board here with the Litweiler. Looking good though. Car not tight, not loose, just looks really good. Clean. Terry being nice and patient here on the throttle. Able to turn the car down in the center. Get a nice runoff. See Terry there running in second. He is closing the gap up on Kelly. Terry Litweiler running the main sponsor, the title sponsor here of the Gen 6 Series, Auto America, Grand Island. You can visit them today at buyautoamerica.com. Plenty of variety of cars to choose from. Oh, Terry Litweiler a little loose coming out of the corner there. Not something we usually see. Let's take a look here. Eric Johnson still leading this pack back here. They're still single file. A little bit closer together. Kind of sprawl out, spread out in the corners, get back tight on the straightaways if you're going to catch them. As they are almost now 2 seconds back with Terry. But Terry, see here, he's closed in substantially on John Kelly, who is the leader for now. Now, since pit stops have gone by, let's take the fastest 5 for 5 right now. Tim Free currently passes on track. But look, Terry Litweiler, John Kelly's nowhere on the fastest 5 for 5 right there, but Terry Litweiler is. He's closing in. Brandon Brock also fast. See if it resets here. Yep, Terry Litweiler still 5th fastest on the board. Best laps, Dean Keir still 30.29. And of course, we can't forget the biggest gainers for tonight. Brian Welchel up 18 spots. Mike Prachek up 18 as well, currently running 8th and 10th. And Josh Newman, Rob Hamilton, Lane Ritchie amongst the biggest gainers tonight. Let's take a look. We hadn't even showcased this guy. Brian Welchel from Hiawassee, Georgia. Son of Ronnie Welchel. There's Ronnie Welchel right there. Running that Cheerwine 62 Camaro from Hiawassee, Georgia as well. Got the 28 all over him. 28 being Jeremy Ingold, who was one of our driver spotlights in the pre-race. Back up front, John Kelly, he's got the 71 in his mirror now. 2/10, about 3 car lengths separate the top 2 now. And it's looking exactly like, oh, Anthony Bennett with a repair flag here. He's broke. But it's looking a whole lot like Tuesday night for Terry Litweiler. As now Terry's in second. They have broken away from the field. Just a 2-car tandem. And, of course, look who's up there. The 71 machine of Terry Litweiler. As he is looking underneath now of the 42 of Kelly. Oh, doesn't make it happen, though. Falls right back in line. Mike Prachek down pit road. Their nose to tail now. Get on board here with the Litweiler. Keeping clean air on that nose at all times. That is very important. Terry could definitely contest to that as he's underneath now. Battle for the lead. Will he make it happen here? Will Terry? Nope, Terry's not going to be able to clear him. John Kelly with a run on the outside. He's going to have the momentum. Yeah, John Kelly with the momentum on the high side. Side by side, head down into turn 3 with less than 30 laps to go, coming to 28 to go after the cross start finish line. Terry's going to be able to clear him here. Terry's going to clear him here. He's going to be able to slide up. Yep, there we go. Terry Litweiler to the lead, but now John Kelly's fighting back on the bottom. Not going to have enough momentum on the bottom side. The bottom is done. No more passing on the bottom. In 1 and 2. 3 and 4 still possible. 1 and 2. Just can't make it happen. Just a little bit too tight of a corner. You just can't open the exit up to get exit momentum. So Terry will be leading here. 4 car lengths now separate the top 2. And then 3 seconds back, you got this guy with his goons. Johnson, Franklin, Keene, Newman, Ritchie. Still tight together. There's still one more pit stop left, folks. Still one more pit stop. I'd like to see it green flag because this is really going to separate the winners from the pretenders. James Greeny being scored 31st out of the race. I hate that. He is the gaming cowboy in the Twitch stream. I hate that for you, pal. You were fast here early on in this race. But Kyle Franklin now in 4th behind Eric Johnson. I mean, the name of the game here is try to catch these 2 up front, but man, how long can you go before you try to make those passes happen? Yeah, definitely. We need definitely need the top 3 there, crew chief. And you can see peeling off now, Josh Newman coming up pit road. Oh, is he going to be good? Nope. That's a black flag there all day long. And it's not. Oh, making a liar out of the Glad Dad. I can't believe it. How dare he? Yep, coming down pit road now. Litweiler still in the lead, 3/10 back. Definitely a little hiccup. Now, that's more than the hiccup there, buddy. More than the hiccup. Lane Ritchie now down pit road. Black flag for Lane Ritchie. Terry Litweiler still leading the way. 42 all over him now. Close up the gap. We're going to start seeing some pit stops happen once again. Very, very shortly. John Kelly now down pit road. You see it here. He can make it. He's going to do his last stop of the night. Kyle Franklin down as well. Some others. Rob Hartley. Charles Wilson. There's Charles. I didn't even recognize him. It is a different paint scheme tonight. All these guys getting service now. Back up here. He's got some Terry Litweiler now coming down pit road. He's committed. Let's make sure he gets in on pit road good. Oh, yeah. Nice and smooth. Eric Johnson down pit road here. Adam Keene. Jordan Massey staying out. Kyle Barrington back up to the lead. Brian Zimmer a little loose off the exit of 2. But he's in the second right now. Jordan Massey down pit road. And Dean Gear now back up into the 3rd position. Dean Gear pretty fast tonight. Yes, definitely missed the black and yellow. It's going to have to return. It's going to have to return. 20 laps to go here, folks. 20 laps. You can see Dean Gear trying to go around the 71. 71 now with fresh tires. He's not going to make it happen. 71's going to go back around. Terry Litweiler trying to get back here. Trying to get back on the lead lap. There's Terry right there, coming out of 2. Terry working around the 3. 3 still trying to recover from that penalty there mid-race. Kyle Barrington in the lead still. He's going to have to pit here very shortly. Ainsworth into second place. Having a decent run tonight. Quiet, but decent run. Mike Perchek. Oh, there goes Kyle Barrington down pit road for his stop. He is the last 58 lap pitter. Now a pass for the lead. Jacob Ainsworth going to lead that lap. There's a point for the Ainsworth. Now coming to this thing second in points. Mike Perchek. Hadn't talked too much about him tonight. Has a quiet night. He was significantly faster than most of the guys at Pocono, but now he's just having a quiet night tonight here at Atlanta. I mean, of course, it's completely different than Pocono. And look at this. Nice battle between friends. That's the 12 and the 42. That's Mike Perchek and John Kelly. Jacob Ainsworth in the lead. It won't be too much longer. Jacob's going to be pitting here. John Kelly in the lead. Last pitted lap 92. 15 laps to go. And 7/10 of a lead over Perchek, and it is increasing. Perchek last pitted on lap 84. He pitted early. Jacob Ainsworth now down pit road. No penalty for Ainsworth. Fantastic pit road entry as John Kelly goes around. Pass for the lead there. John Kelly back in the lead. Perchek in second. Josh Newman having a nice run here at the end of this thing in third place. Litweiler trying to work underneath him here. Now would be the time to do it here with the fresh tires. And crew chief Kyle Franklin in 5th position right now. Needs a solid finish. I mean, this is a solid finish for Kyle at this track. A solid finish. You know, points are won not by just winning, but by finishing good week in and week out. Terry Litweiler now passing Mike Perchek for second. On his way. 2.4 seconds. 12 laps to go. Can Terry Litweiler close up 2.3 seconds now in 12 laps if we stay green? That's the question. Eric Johnson in 6th place. Kind of dropped a little bit. And the reason Mike Perchek's fallen, he's got the oldest tires of these top guys. They all last pitted on lap 92, 93, 95. He last pitted on lap 84. So he's fallen back just a little bit here as Kyle Franklin now up in the number 3 spot. See, I say that. 1 lap ago, crew chief, he was in 5th. This lap, he's in 3rd. Nice, solid run. I mean, he's got speed. He's got speed. He's on his way. Terry Litweiler now. Only 1.8 seconds back from John Kelly. Terry Litweiler, can he win 2 in a row? Having a phenomenal run tonight. Anyway, Adam Keene now in 7th. That's the 51 battling there. That's Matt Barklin. That is not for position. Brian Seymour battling the 53 of the other Brian. That is for position. Ryan Welch now inside the top 10, currently running in 8th. Well, trying to get 8th here from Brian Seymour. Doesn't make it happen. It's on the bottom. Rob Hartley now up inside the top 10. Charles Wilson battling with that 68 machine of Jordan Massey. Jordan having a decent run tonight. And let's take a look back up front. The gap is closing still, but 7 laps to go. John Kelly's got to push this car hard if he wants to pull away a win, and he just grabbed a 10th there from Terry, and now it closes it back down. Didn't have the exit that Terry Litweiler had. Let's get off of that right there and pull up last as fast as 5 for 5. Terry nor John Kelly fastest 5. But let's do this instead. Let's do last lap versus leader lap. John Kelly running a 31.991. Terry Litweiler 31.860. So he's definitely a little faster. Not quite a 10th, but he's a little faster. We're going to see the updated time here as we come to 5 to go this time by. Yep, just a little slower each time for Terry. He's pushing hard. He's running his guts out right now. Take a look on board here with the Litweiler. John Kelly up at the high side. Terry bottom mid at the exit of 4. Only 4 laps remain here. Closed in on John Kelly now. 1.2 seconds now. Terry Litweiler is quite a bit faster center off each lap than John Kelly is. Back here real quick, Tom Franklin leading Eric Johnson. Eric is there. He is there. Eric Johnson trying to make something happen here, as he's got the right rear underneath the left rear. Side by side, 2 laps to go. These guys battling out, touching, banging. Eric Johnson, Kyle Franklin banging doors. Oh, and Kyle Franklin! Kyle Franklin around off the nose of Adam Keene. Dang, dang, dang. That's not good. It's official, though. John Kelly takes the white flag. Only 6/10 separate Litweiler from Kelly now. At the white flag, Terry Litweiler just pushed that car to its limits as hard as he could. But I don't think it's going to be enough. John Kelly settling it off into turn 3 and out of turn 4 for the final time. Lake George, New York winner here at Atlanta, John Kelly. Litweiler so close to doing a weak sweep here. John Kelly crossing the start-finish line. It's time to do some celebrating. Here comes a car to give him some inappropriate touching. Boom. 18 giving him some bumps, giving him some love, saying, good job, pal, good job. As John Kelly brings it around turn 4, we're going to do some burnouts here. John Kelly definitely out of practice. Yeah, we're going to have to practice that there, John. Good job, though. Good job. All right, folks, let's take a look here at your finish results for tonight. John Kelly bringing it home in the number 1 spot. Led 32 laps. Terry Litweiler in second. Only a half a second back from John. Eric Johnson bringing it home in the podium. 3rd place. Adam Keene 4th. Mike Prachek in 5th with Josh Newman 6th. Kyle Franklin bringing it home in 7th after that little incident there. Coming to the white flag. Brian Zemer 8th. Rob Hartley in 9th. Brian Welchel, great run for Brian, in 10th. Jordan Massey 11th with Charles Wilson in 12th. Jacob Answorth bringing it home in 13th. Drew Calvert 14th. Jeremy Ingold in 15th with Dean Gear 16th. Ronnie Welchel 17th. Blair Jolie in 18th. Rob Hamilton 19th. And Kyle Barrington in 20th. Dean Gear, though, led 35 laps, most laps. Mike Prachek with the Hard Charger Award. 23 spots there. Brandon Brock with the pole position. Lane Ritchie, though, 30.069, fastest lap of the night. And 13 green flag lead changes. And only 2 cautions. That's what I'm talking about. Great job, boys. Great job. All right, let's see if we can't get some guys here in the booth with us. Bring in 3rd place here, if we can. There we go. 3rd place, Eric Johnson. Glad to have the booth. You got me.
Glad dad. What up, brother?
Man, looks like a hard-fought battle here all night with this car.
Yeah, it was coming from the back. A lot of ground to make up, just you can't get it all at once. Just slowly but surely, kind of get what you can, take what you need in some spots, and yeah, good run for the Auto America number 18 out there. Looks like Auto America P2, P3 repping the series.
Oh, yeah, man. Fantastic run by both the Auto America sponsored cars. Couldn't ask for a better finish. Well, probably 1 and 2. But we'll take a podium out of both those cars. So yeah, good job.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, of course we want to win, but there's a lot of factors tonight. A lot of green flag racing, a lot of tire strategy, fuel strategy, good pit stops, bad pit stops. Yeah, that was quite the race.
Yeah, it was, man. And how are we feeling about next week's race?
What's next week's race?
Oh, man, we got Rockingham.
It's not like we made the schedule or anything.
Yeah, it's Rockingham.
Rockingham.
Yep, but it's
Well,
the new repave Rockingham. It's the new one.
Oh
So
yeah, it's not
it's
the not as much character.
yeah, it's not as much character. But I've test drove it, and it's still very challenging with this car and truck. So still going to
Yeah,
be
that's gonna
awesome.
shorten up the track here tonight. We had a lot of throttle, we had some draft, but we're gonna test some people's braking abilities next week for sure. That ought to be a lot of fun. These cars, they seem to race pretty well. So far, middle highline, once the run gets going, is kind of obviously the dominant there. You seen I was probably holding everybody up, but I was like, you know what? Anybody wants to pass me, you can go to the bottom and give it a shot. I spent all last week being the aggressive one, trying to pass in the bottom at Pocono, and just getting ate up for it. So kind of learned a bit there, but yeah.
Heck yeah, man. All right. Well, hey, I think this is probably going to secure your lead in the points. I mean, bringing home third, won last week, and thank
I
you.
mean, to be honest, we're not worried about being lead in the points. We just want good finishes. We finish top 3, top 5 every week. We'll be there. That's what we got to do.
That's right. No problem. All right, man. Well, if you got any shout outs, we'll get those and we'll get you on your way.
We might have a couple shout outs. First and foremost, the chat. I seen the chat all night. Been moving. People have been talking to you. We appreciate everybody coming out and watch us race. And of course, Auto America Grand Island. Me and Daddy T-Lit wrapping them up, getting P2, P3. We stand on the podium together. I let him have that P2. It makes him feel good about himself. So, no, just kidding. But yeah, of course, we love Grand Island, our title sponsor. We got Half Moon Designs, Pinnacle Apps with Drew Kuhn out there wrapping up some cars. We got Serta Simmons, LuLaRoe by Timmy T-Lit, and Outcast Custom Apparel. We're going to start pumping out some shirts, hoodies, and all kinds of good stuff. Just get in contact with one of the admins, and we can get some stuff made for you. And of course, go up there in the booth, Adam, every week. I know you had a little technical difficulties on Tuesday, but that comes with update day, and there's all kinds of factors going in. But you do a fantastic job up there and keep these guys entertained. So we appreciate you.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate the shout outs, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. It's okay to be an outcast.
Whoop, whoop. All right, folks. That was Eric Johnson. Let's get second place in here. Only a half a second. Man, if you'd had a couple more laps there, Terry, I think you'd have got him substantially
We
faster
were
there.
trying.
Yeah, substantially faster there. Center off each and every lap. So just needed a few more laps there.
I found a little trick, and that helped me a bunch. I was giving it just a little bit of brake to set that nose right before center off, and then I could get right back in it and not have that big push. So that really stabilized the car. And yeah, we had another good run tonight. I'm very competitive. Great win by John, new guy coming in, and did a phenomenal job. So congrats to John for the win.
Oh yeah, man. What was you were just? I mean, you were just giving that car as much as it would take. I even saw you lose there off the exit of 4, just trying to just race your guts out, try to get up there. But man, tough break. People in the chat, they really wanted you to get that sweep.
That's
Of 2
awesome.
races.
I'm glad. I'm hoping that everybody enjoyed the race. It seemed to be a really competitive race just about anywhere on the racetrack. So I hope they enjoyed watching it, and it's great. I'm happy. I don't get, like I said Tuesday night, I don't get to run up front very often. So when you're racing against these guys and as good as they are, it really makes you feel proud to be able to get up there and chase after a win. So I'm pretty happy with second. We gave it all she had. We ran the wheels off of it, but just needed a few more laps, I think.
Oh yeah, most definitely. All right, Terry. Well, if you got any shout outs, we'll get those, and we'll get you on your way.
Absolutely. So Auto America, can't thank them enough. Title sponsor, love them all. And if you're in for a good used car, check them out. Grand Island, Nebraska. Serta Simmons Betting, LuLaRoe by Tammy. She lets me do this week in and week out. So got to thank the wife. And if you're in need of anything, look her up on Facebook. Jackie Jones, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. And I think, obviously, last but not least, Outcast. Adam, Glad Dad, one of the best in the booth. What you're doing for Outcast is amazing. Great broadcast, bringing the viewers on. Can't thank you enough, and obviously the entire league. Great group of guys. Love these Outcast guys, and they put on a hell of a show for everybody. So appreciate all of them.
Absolutely, man. Good shout outs as always, Terry. And hopefully we'll see you at the podium next week at Rockingham.
Oh, you gotta love the Rock. Yeah,
That's
we'll see
right.
how we do, brother.
All right, man. Take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, folks, without further ado, let's get the guy in here that won this race. I told you early on that he's going to have some decent pace here late in the race, and I love it when the Glad Dad's right. John Kelly, you got me.
How we doing, man? Awesome race. I mean, great league put together by everybody. I've never raced in anything like it.
Oh yeah, man, it's a solid league for sure. Great community and hard but clean racing, and that's what it's about. We had some cautions here early, lap 16, lap 28. Uh, just some minor accidents, racing deals here, but went green the rest of the way. 2 more green flag pit stops. You executed perfectly. Was able that last pit stop there on lap 92. You were able to get the lead by a couple of 2.5 seconds, and that was the gap you needed to secure this victory tonight. I think if we'd had probably 5 more laps or so, Terry was on the move. I mean, he was a good 2/10 faster there over the last 5 laps than you were. But great pit stop execution got you this win tonight.
Yeah, I knew when Terry passed me right before green flag stops that he was much quicker than I was, so I had to do something. I had to shortcut him or something, and luckily, I usually don't, but I had a great entry to pit road and exit. I mean, I usually slide through my box or something. It's chaos usually happens, and I lose because of it. But execution was huge. I mean, Terry was probably the fastest car of the day. Luckily, I could hold him off.
Oh yeah, definitely, and just all around great execution through the whole race, John. We seen in the broadcast, well, we seen on the race early on, you were letting people go. Wasn't really trying to challenge much until right at the end. You were really starting to make some moves happen. But yeah, great racecraft, and this is why you belong in this league.
Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. Thank you for recommending it to me. I mean, everybody here, I've talked to a couple of the admins just now, and I mean, the respect everybody has. I mean, just quick, I know we were battling at the end there. I think Steve Giberson was on. He must have had an issue or a lap down. We were on the back stretch, and he pulled right over. My spotter Scott. He's like, we've never seen that happen in a league race. Like the past 4 weeks, we've been trying to find leagues, and they race you to the end. And the respect that everybody has is unbelievable. Great, thank you.
Yep, that's exactly what we built over here. As and it's not that they don't weed out the aggressors, because we definitely do weed them out. Sportsmanlike conduct is all that we're about over here, and any over aggressive stuff definitely gets taken care of immediately. But great to have you here. First race here with the Outcasts, and you bring it home at Victory Lane. The floor is all yours. If you got any shout outs, we'll get those, and we'll get you down to the incident review room.
Well, I guess my big shout out is you yourself. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this league. I wouldn't have found it. The broadcasting is unbelievable. Shout out the admins as well, everybody else, putting it together, putting the time in to make this such a successful league. I've only been here 1 race, and the amount of time and effort that you could tell that everybody's put in a lot of time. So just want to give everybody in the Outcast League a shout out. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. All right, buddy. We'll get out of here, and we'll talk to you soon. And hopefully we'll see you at Rockingham.
Thank you, sir. See you then.
All right, folks, that was third place Johnson, second Litweiler, and first place Kelly. See it there. Let's look at this. If we can pull it up somehow. There we go. Look at that beautiful two Auto Americas sponsored cars finished second and third, and the league being sponsored by Auto America. That's a pretty solid finish, no doubt about it. But anyway, let me get our shout outs. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Little Robot Tammy Litweiler, Jackie Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Pinnacle Wraps, Auto America Grand Island, Half Moon Designs, see Outcast Apparel, Outcast Motorsports Network, which is myself, all the Outcast admins, the community around the Outcast people, everybody in the chat chopping it up with the Glad Dad all night. Appreciate that. Much love goes out to you guys, and just could not ask for a better league and better people to be around. And anyway, folks, I'm rambling. We're going to be back next Tuesday at Rockingham in the trucks, and then Thursday in the Gen 6. It's the repave. It's not nearly as characteristic as the old one. Still going to be fun. Passing is going to be treacherous. Anyway, folks, this is the Glad Dad with Outcast Motorsports Network, and stay fast, stay clean. And as Pubert Johnson always says, it's okay to be an outcast. We'll see you later, guys. Take it easy.